Hi, Pisces.
Hey, guys.
So I'm like, because I feel like for some reason I can unstrip and be real in front of Pisces, like, because they're gonna see through that shit anyway. If I have one little fucking thing, like the tension that I need to get rid of, like, they're gonna sit there fucking notice, and they'll call me on it. Isn't that right, Pisces? We've been here before. So, like, finally we're here with Pisces. We can be real. Life is messy right now, and it's really fluid. Like, if you've watched our Universal Agenda, but hopefully, if you haven't, stop what you're doing. Go watch it. There should be a link in the description below. There's really interesting degrees. We shared inside degrees, and I feel like the degrees that we read for Aries, which is in my chart, felt very Piscean, oddly enough. It had to do with being jellyfishy. So go watch that. I want to see if you guys resonate with that degree, because I actually suspect that you guys resonate with that a little bit more than most people would. Watch the readings if you know your sun, moon, and rising. Go ahead and watch each of them so that you can get a fuller idea of what having a reading with us would be like. I think that's all the announcements that we normally do. But yeah, go do the UA segment.
Right. To start Pisces, we have equipped to meditate on. The one defeats 1,000,000 men in battle. One who overcomes the self alone is in fact the highest victor. You are your biggest enemy in a way. You are your own, own worst critic. And once you can finally become whole within yourself, comfortable with yourself, deal with all your little inner battles.
One of the Piscean things that's hard for you guys is separating your inner voice from other people's. And if you realize that your inner voice is the one that's the bully,
you could address it.
Step back, take more of a witness standpoint with it, get some little Eckhart Tolle wisdom inside you, and sort of detach from your inner judgment on yourself. Which, I mean, I feel like this is echoing the need to let go of things you want to control, whatever that might be. We have the Four of Pentacles. He's very controlling of the things that he can smell, see, hear, taste, and touch. He's got like a fear of losing out, or FOMO, or having things be taken from him, or not having enough, or not maybe like being able to get more when it's gone. So there's a lack
mentality.
He's suffering from lack, and this could be in general, like maybe this is a self-esteem thing for you guys. Like I was just talking to a Pisces about fitting into a bikini and not feeling like she was good enough to be walking around in front of people in a bikini. Like and she's adorable. She's one of the cutest girls I know on the planet, and she watches these occasionally, and
I'm rolling my eyes so many times
because she's just so cute. Like, but at the same time, everybody's feeling is valid. They need to, but really check in to how they might be bullying themselves and controlling the aspects of themselves that don't even need attention. Like you're good. You're good enough. You're enough. This is enough. That's enough. You're not lacking at all. So something like that.
An affirmation. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. And I feel like that really, really flows very well with your reading. Revolving around this full moon in Libra. I feel like you guys are going to be having a little bit clearer idea of those little bits of, I can't even think of the right word, just those little inner battles that you tend to deal with, I feel like you're just gonna kind of get a little bit of hold on them a little bit more and kind of like
Become clear.
Yeah, put them in their seat and be like, okay, this is your name, that's your name, this is your name, that you live here. Like, you're organizing things so you can address things in a little bit better, clearer fashion. Like, you can't address what you don't acknowledge. And until you name everything, give it a home, and like, you can't know
separate
yeah,
what's yours from what's theirs, and not try to hold on to all of it at once.
right.
You'll become much more healthy and much more
whole,
satisfied, peaceful. You'll start
glowing.
to see that you might actually have everything you were asking for. Everything you thought you needed in the first place was already in your toolbox. Like, you already have it accessible to
right
you.
But when you just chuck everything in that toolbox and you go back to it later, you don't even remember what tools you have, because everything's just chucked in there. But when you actually take everything out, you lay everything out on the table and you analyze.
It's funny because it seems like you're going from the lack mentality into complete abundance, a cup that can fill itself and more, like even a big dream, bigger, much bigger. So it feels like you do graduate from a constriction, or maybe thinking you won't be able to get here, to just sort of like reformatting the way you think about things, and allowing, I don't know why these cards won't stand up today, is getting on my nerves. Okay, so the star card's just that completion, that like, maybe I actually have all my ducks in a row, and this feels really good all of a sudden.
Actually, no, here's the thing though. You don't have all your ducks in a row yet. You have all your ducks, but they're not in a row.
But you're like making wishes.
And once you kind of get into the zone to get your ducks in a row, it's gonna be no problem for you. I just feel like you guys have a lot going on in your brain right now as Pisces, whether it's emotionally, mentally, or both. And you may be feeling a tad bit overwhelmed, but you're capable of everything that's going on right now. I feel like even if you need to just start writing down what you're feeling, so then you can go back on it and be like, okay, well, if I take care of this and this, I'm going to feel better to go ahead and take care of this, and everything will just kind of fit together a little bit more ideal, because you're learning how to almost like parent your own little inner being.
Self-soothe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And just like this said, says, I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. So,
where's your head at, Pisces?
Exactly.
Where do you want to be?
This full moon is going to give you that opportunity to dump everything out and organize it, but you have to be the one to dump it out. Like, you're giving the green, you're being given that green light. But you have to dump it out. You have to.
There's like that trust has to come into play with yourself and with the universe at large, and you will see what getting in that place of detachment, out, and resting in trust with yourself, and being a witness to your own in and out beliefs, and sort of dropping your guard and seeing that you can trust what comes next.
It might be a time to get to know yourself,
Jesus,
just like
pumpkin. Ow.
Just like they say that you're supposed to rebrand every 7 years. People, we're always constantly changing. We're not who we were a few years ago. So this is a time to kind of rebrand yourself, kind of reorganize yourself, and come out of this lockdown, quarantine, a better version of who you are right now.
My cat says hi. He tends to pop out for Pisces. I don't know why.
He's like, I need loves. All right, Pisces. This concludes your full moon in Libra reading from us. We appreciate you coming along and getting your spiritual wisdom from us. And we will see you in the next reading.
Yeah, hopefully this advice was good. Ugh.
We'll see you in the next reading.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.